Would you be mine? Would you be mine? I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. I've always, hey, in that box is two subs that y'all want me to get to. And I'm going to get to them here shortly. But, man, I missed them already. I took out these babies. Yeah, I took out these magnificent wonders right here. The king of all eights, in the MBE's opinion. The Rampage 8 V2. Beast. Beast. Very good. Man, that's suspension. Nice. Little dude linear spotty. That's a bad boy, man. That's a bad boy, man. That's a bad boy. I think I might. Let me see if I can put it on the video. Let me see if I can put it so y'all can see it. Somebody commented and said, man, I'm the only one that got them. I think I was. But I've seen people comment and said they wouldn't bought two Rampage 8 V2s. And I ain't sold that many pairs. So whenever I hear somebody comment and said they bought it, then it kind of leads me to believe, well, where'd they get it from? Where'd they get it from? Let me see if I can put up a little height. Yeah. Where did they get it from? Oh, that's too far. Oh, come in your butt back over here. But this is a stellar. What's up, Rocco? What's happening? Put that over there. This is a magnificent 8. Ever since I took out the box, I've been looking at the build quality and just seeing how he did things. You would think this was built by hand. It's not though. You would think it's built by hand, but it's not. That's full. Y'all see how much I'm putting that boy? A lot of people push in. I don't push in. When I see what I do, I always take it and push out. See how far I can go. But this thing is, they fully broken in. But the build quality is astounding, man. It's nice and clean. Y'all seen how the experience, the basket is soft. The sound quality is bar none, and the output is tremendous. I really believe I kept going, I could have got a 142 out of it. On music. Maybe on that song, Drake, but I just don't like that song that Drake be using. As he say, y'all that slime you out, it hit hard as heck. But boy, all that cussing and bees and I said, man, come on, man. Come on, man. You already got a porn star pregnant and had a child. Now women slimed out bees and all that stuff. Then I see this joker walking around with his nails painted. I'm like, come on, man, what's going on, man? But that song does hit very, very hard. It hits very, very hard. But somebody said I'm the only one that got these. And it's not. I'm not the only. I thought I was the only one that counted in the U.S. But I've seen people say they got them and they ain't getting them for me. So I'm sure Jay got other, what I would call friends, people that he know, and they are able to sell the subwoofer as well. With that being said, I'm gonna wait till this video go. I might make a standalone video. Let me see something, man. Let me see. Boom. It must be on this phone. Yeah, I think I'll make another video. I'm gonna ask some people to try to get a dealer network for B2 Audio, because the company that he had it first with his product, they didn't do him right. Straight up, they didn't do him right. So he's looking for someone else to deal with him correctly. I just realized something. Yo, no, it's that box. Yeah, that's not the box with the it's this box over here. That's the one that's got the ground zero. I got two of them. I'm gonna get to put my hands on them for the first time. Uh, here shortly. Here shortly. I've seen them on commercials. Well, I've seen them on online, but I have never haven't got my hand on them. So I'm gonna get my hand on them now. Maybe I'll show y'all in the video. But yeah, let's look at these comments. What's up, my friend? What's up? What's up, Ronco? TP? What's up, TP? Y'all paper clip clean. Looks pretty nice. What is the X Max? The X Max on this joke is listed at 20 millimeters. But I think like a lot of other manufacturers, I don't believe they actually giving you totality. There's a lot of windings above the gap. I don't think he's really giving you the totality of everything this woofer can do. That's that ain't interesting. I ain't see that before. Mm, what's that? Oh, that's interesting. I ain't see that. What is this? What are those right there? Oh, cooling channel. Oh, I didn't even see that. Cooling channels. Keep that coil cool. I think what makes this a magnificent driver is this got that 2-inch voice coil, which enables his, even though he using the 7.3 inch cutout, by using the 2-inch voice coil, his spot is bigger. So he gets incredible. The lows are ridiculous, as the video is. The lows are ridiculous. And in the suspension, as I'm showing y'all, the suspension is it's nice. It's nice. It's not too soft. It's not too stiff. Uh, Good balance. Very good balance. Very good balance. But anyway, let's get to some of these comments, man. The the Beat B2 wiped the floor with the NEP. Yeah, man. Yeah, wiped the floor with the NEP 8. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it wiped the floor with that NEP 8, man. King Energy. Yeah, what's up, man? What's up, y'all? JJMB. You be a boss that go on top of the rear seat for trucks. I don't advise you do that. I don't like to do that. I just like to build a box. If you, so I've told people that told me they want to do that. I said I don't want to build your box for that because I'm not. Don't let me know that's what you're doing because I don't want to build your box for that. I don't think that's safe. Personally, I don't think that's safe. Me personally, I don't think that's safe. What we got here? Hey, here is a scenario, and yes, it's here. One B2R rage or one B2 audio. One rage 8. What? One B2 rage 8 or one B2 ride 15. What what's the scenario? What's the scenario there? I'm trying to understand what you talking about. What's the scenario there? The Raid 15, the Ride 15 gonna do far more. Or were you saying more Rampage 8? And even then, I'm gonna go with the Ride 15. Yeah, even then I'm gonna go with the Ride 15. Yes, sir. My opinion. Coney is king, man. How you gonna beat that? That's a lot of Coney. I know a lot of y'all to watch the video that I put up today. Uh, that's just my thoughts on the matter, man. I'm really want to be. I really wanted to be over and done. Just leave me alone and respect my opinion. But I don't. I took people calling me names, and you ain't can't find me responding that one time back on social media. I ain't saying nothing that one time back. Still ain't gonna say nothing back. If you watch the video, I never said it wasn't a king. Said it's a good 8, but there's other 8s that could do the same thing, and that just oh man, when I showed it made me when I showed the B2 floating the paperclip with his sub, that good lord, what's wrong with that? I mean, whoo. We'll see. I know it ain't gonna happen. But my ego came into play too. I ain't gonna lie, my ego came into play. That's why I thought all these videos. Woke up this morning, I said, "Nah, I'm finna go respond. I'm sick of it. You ain't gonna." I know it's a whole contingent of y'all dictating everybody's opinions on Facebook because y'all control it. So I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna let you beat me beat me out, call me out my name. We can disagree about my opinion on the product. He made the videos explaining it. I ain't said nothing. All I commented on this video today, I said love it. I commented on some of the posters that I could see. Love it, man. It's good cardio. But some of the other stuff, nah, I'm not gonna say that. I don't know my place. I'm straight up with you. I don't know my place. I ain't never known my place. I live in America. I can say whatever the heck I want to say. I can say whatever I feel like, and I'm gonna say whatever I want to say. As an influencer blogger, I don't care if it does disagree with the most popular brand out there right now. No, it makes no difference to me. I never said it was bad, but there's other people who can do the same thing. This is not that subwoofer is. If you go to social media, particularly Facebook, you ought to go see two distributors products, and then, in my opinion, they got a slant on how they show their products. Yeah, you gonna see two distributor products, and then both of them happen to sell that brand. And if you say anything against that brand, man, you get. And I don't care. I mean, I don't really care how many subscribers leave. I don't care nothing about that. I'm gonna let the truth be known. First of all, I ain't the random audio guy. You know me. Before you move to the other, before you move to the other facility, when you was in Claremont, I came and met Brian Chamberlain. You was in there, and I met you. Shook your hand. I got two Sundown X8 V4s. Still got them jokers to today. The V3s, not V4s, V3s. I got them personally from him. So when I made that, that's before I was selling to anybody, become a blogger, but I was hauling with that dually truck. So that's how they got me a run to run through there and pick them up, put them in my truck. I used to ride with eights, man, inside that dually truck. That truck has been to California, I know 4 times. And I used to ride with eights in the back. And I think during that time it was the sundown for most of the trips. And then I think the American-based VFL. I used to put different eights in there all the time, listening to them for days at a time. Be riding for hours listening to them, man. So I know what these eights do. So when you refer to me as a random audio guy, you know I ain't no random audio guy. I wasn't a random audio guy when I was promoting your subwoofers on Facebook. When I was promoting your subwoofers on Facebook, I wasn't a random audio guy. But as soon as I say something negative against you, I was some random audio guy. Man, cut it out, man. Cut it out. So I was gonna let that go. I was gonna let that go. But then, you unfriended me because of that and this, that, and another. That's cool and this, that, and another. But the thing you don't realize, everybody in your camp don't exactly think like how you think. Some people deem him a good guys and still deem me a good guy. I think we both still good people. I do. I think we both still good people. I ain't gonna change that. But you need to address certain things, man. You need to address certain things. And you end up to this point don't seem like you is. And I can't be bullied. I can't. I can name. I know all 5 of the corporate. I can't be bullied, man. It is. If you don't know me, but people that know enough about me, I can't be bullied. And I don't believe in the cyber bully. I'm gonna sit back, watch and observe as a 50-year-old man, and then I'm going. When I do respond, I'm gonna hit you with something that you're gonna have to explain. When I do respond, I'm gonna hit you something you have to explain. At this point, at this point, if you put your ego down, I put my ego down. I'll leave it alone. At this point, but if you keep it up, I got more. Like I said, the couple other little buddies on Messenger. I said, if you think I give 2 F's about you and your buddies with things, just stay tuned. Stay tuned. Just stay tuned. I got a lot more few. I got a lot more few. I don't make negative comments on Facebook. I ain't never took nobody money. Everybody get paid for a box, get a box from me, and I got a strong opinion. And I ain't gonna back down on my opinion. Nah, not. Not. Point blank period. Not gonna back down with my opinion. I don't feel you did anything different from one sub to the next. It's still a king, but I don't feel you did nothing different, man. It's still I said it, been saying it. It's still a king. I even said on the video you got offended. It's it's a king. Never took the king title back. In fact, truth be told, and this will gloss over, and I want y'all to watch it, tell them, there's no video up there to Sundown XAV3 with a meter score. And yet he gave you a king title. And yet he gave you a king title. You glossing over that. You missing that. Okay, you're right, man. Go back and look. Laughing, he is saturated showed me it was Sundown. And he was JP from Downward Side, Shady Martin. They control the narrative. Sad, man. Yeah, they control the narrative up there. And then I found out today, I just found out today that you can buy pages. People are buying them groups up there. And then with social media, they buying the groups, then they buying the ads. So when you scroll through and they in the AI, because Facebook is AI controlled. Once the AI figures out that you love car audio, you only gonna see us. So you gonna see whoever paid for the most stuff. So that's what you get saturated with. Yeah. Why you see a whole lot of Scar ads? And he took offense by what you said. He's a manufacturer. I'm in my garage. How bad have I? Come here, honestly, y'all. Listen, how bad have I bad Scar audio? I say Scar is doo doo. Kevin ain't said nothing to me. It's real businessman. I got a multi-million-dollar company. I make more than MB and Sundown. Well, MB say yourselves a doo doo. That's his opinion. Kevin, owner of Scar. I'm not finna respond to him. People bash Scar all day on Facebook. He does not respond. Yeah. He ain't never responded. Cause it's my opinion. He responded on my opinion and went. I'm like, what you trying to do? What's going on? I never said it wasn't a king. It's still a king. All these measures y'all got trying to. Nah, I don't build sub. I never said I build subwoofers. I never said I build subwoofers. I never said I build subwoofers. And obviously, the guy that builds subwoofers is supposed to be so good, not Jacob. Because Jacob does build great subwoofers or design great subwoofers and have them made. But the guy that everybody else said was so good making these great subwoofers, why you wouldn't work for Jacob? Guess you wouldn't. Great as you was making them, you wasn't making no money making them. Fat not fish. I messaged you yesterday. I'm needing some help. ID Max 12 2 cubes. Can I use a 6-inch port? How long should it be 2 cubes net? Mike Allen, this ain't to do it yourself, child. I build shit boxes. You can't use a 6 cube. You can't use a 6-inch aerial with a 2 cube net box, but the box going to be bigger than 2 cubes for you wind up to be 2 cubes net. But I'm not finna sit in because I make a living build boxes, bro. So if I get in that habit of telling people how to build their box, then I'm gonna be shooting myself in the foot. I'm just keeping it real with you. I wish you the best though, Mike Allen, in trying to learn how to build your box, and I will give you that tidbit information. I like to use 2 cubes, 2 to 2.5. I'm gonna use a 6-inch aerial, and you can get in the low 30s. Keep researching. Do it yourself, audio guide, and there's other programs out there to help you. But I'm not. This ain't to help you build a box. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not gonna help you build a box. I'm not gonna answer those questions. I will answer that much enough for you. Yeah, it can be done. Yeah, keep it done. MBE question: you usually recommend using manufacturers' recommendations for cubic space? Yeah, because they built the box. They built the sub. The D1100 series recommends zero point 0.5 to 1 cube, but on a DD box chart, this port Saturday recommends 0.75 to 1.25 because there they talking about just a generalized 8. And if you look at that, uh, Vitmas, they within specs. 0.35 to 1 cube, well, except for the 0.35 and the 0.35, I think that's the seal recommendation. The DD box is always a ported recommendation. I know you see that they talking about 0.35 to 1 cube. The DD box is high output. The 1100 series don't necessarily fit in that. It don't necessarily fit in that. So if they give you a recommendation based on that sub, use that because they might not say it's different when because DD's finna come out with a 508 and a 60 with a 508 to replace what the 608 just left. Boy, I put them 608s inside my truck. Yeah, they gonna do it 140. Yeah, them $300. They gonna do it 140. They sound incredible. But I gotta break them in. It's gonna be about a week before they take their first try. You have a target on you because you have proven knowledge and show your product due from your garage. Not in big corporations warehouses. Keep teaching information perform. Appreciate, man. Appreciate. I got a layman's understanding, but I think the biggest takeaway from that is that you gotta let people have their opinion whether they like your product or not. And what you do with vloggers, if they don't like it, y'all watch ESPN. I'm a sci-fi guy, and I love football. Why? Because I'm a big dude. I'm 226 3. I'm like Julio Jones. I'm a big dude. I'm a big guy, and I play sports, football. So I like football. You ever listen to Stephen A. Smith, the guy they pay $7 million a year? Good lord, and this dude never played football. I don't think. I don't know what Stephen played it, but he's a commenter extraordinaire. People watch to hear what he gonna say about different teams when they do right and when they do wrong. And sometimes they get upset by what he say, and then they come on the show and they say, "Hey man, Stephen, you said such." And he said, "Yeah, I said that. That's what I mean. That's exactly what I do. That's exactly what I do. I'm not gonna always agree with you. If DD do something that mess up, I'm gonna call him out on it because I don't. It's a partnership, which means they can end on either side, on either way.
But
As a,
more than anything,
huh?
I say, but more than anything, you're a vlogger.
But more than anything, I'm a vlogger, and my product is my box. That's what I make my money on. The box. At the end of the day, whether you run this, run Sundown, run Crossfire, run Scarwood, what I say, I make anything sound good. That's what the MBE say. I make anything sound good. I will make anything perform to the best of its ability. I'm gonna stand on that. My product is my box. That's what I believe. I believe in my son. Okay, what subwoofer you pick? It don't, man. I'm glad you down here, baby.
Yeah.
Uh oh. Uh oh. Ooh. Oh, okay. Let's go right here. Let me go right here. Let me get to some of these right here. Okay. Oh, you got watching commercials coming in. That's amazing.
Mm.
I get paid out the commercial. Okay. MB, pick off Veman. Is 1.7 the optimum space for a DD 1112? Yeah, the bigger the recommendation, the bigger the recommendation, the less you're going to have to use amplifier to get louder. You're using your box now. That's why they call the DD box. They're using the box to do the work. The bigger the box, the less power you're going to be able to handle. But the more you look, what's your given output? That's what you got. What are you trying to get as far as output? Because the woofer is going to make a certain output and frequency. At what frequency are you looking to get a certain output for the music that you listen to? The bigger the box, at that tuning, the less power you're going to need from the amplifier to get the output and the frequency that you're trying to get. That's the whole premise behind it. That's why they give you two recommendations. Some companies only give you one recommendation. And they either gonna tell you this way you need to start it or don't go no bigger than this. Or if you do go bigger than this, make sure it's about 15 to 20% larger, and that's it. Hope that answers your question. Comparing yourself, just even a Smith is a bad comparison to just Stephen Allen knows nothing about any sport. Steve, comparing yourself, just even a Smith is bad comparison. Stephen A knows nothing about any. But either way it go, they up there commenting, man. Something you might not like Stephen A. Smith, cool. But people, I'm a blogger. That's what I'm up there for. If you think them people, you say he don't know anything about any sport, that's your opinion. And guess what? You entitled to that in America. But some people value this man's opinion. That's why they pay him $7 million a year. So if a vlogger says something we disagree with, you supposed to take that off the cheek. Because one thing for sure, you can't win with a vlogger. Why? Because you arguing his opinion. You can't win with a blogger. That's why most manufacturers sit back. When this happened, when this whole thing started, some manufacturers sitting back saying, yeah, we learned something just watching how he interacting with you. It was kind of funny. They laughed. I'm not gonna tell you who laughed because that'll devalue my relationships with them. But they sat back and they watched this whole thing playing out. They laughed and they said the first thing that this individual should have did is realize you a blogger. It's their opinion. You don't respond to bloggers. You don't. One minute they like your stuff, next minute they saying you do something that you don't respond to bloggers. You just don't at all. Remember I give you an illustration? I'm gonna use this manufacturer. I use him. They've been talking bad about they, meaning the industry, everybody. DD's overpriced, blah 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 blah. Show me where Joshua ever responded to his. They saying his 8 is oversized. It costs too much. DD's over. You can't find Joshua indirectly or directly responding to anybody. Why? People gonna have an opinion about their product at the end, regardless. He doesn't care, and he specifically told me when we was talking. He said, "I'd have never respond to you, man. You in your garage, man. Yeah, you got measure influence, but I definitely ain't gonna. I don't respond." And it wasn't really nothing to respond to, especially when I say in the beginning, your subwoofers a king. What you gonna respond for? You had the title. You still got the title. Right now, you still the king. But you upset that I don't agree with, and then I had to point out what y'all doing on Facebook. I found this out today for y'all coming lately. They people buying pages. I should tell you about it. People buying pages. The dude that kicked me off the for that post I made against Sundown, yeah, he bought it. He owns it. He bought some more. So that's so go back to what I've been telling y'all. When you get this stuff off Facebook, they shaping your opinion. So that's the problem they got with me because I'm going against their opinion. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with me. Cool. I'm cool with that. The people that know me, that actually know me, and say, man, listen, man, how I came up with one dude walked up on me. Yeah, man, you came up, man, you fake. I know you ain't finna jump out there by yourself. You better go get you some help. You better go get you some help. That's how I carried it. Or just stay out of it. Cause you by yourself ain't enough. Go get about 2 of your friends. Come on back. Cause you ain't gonna do nothing. And that's what's happening here. When I walk on the yard, man, you keep picking and picking. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna slap, man. Look, that's how I came up, man. I'm gonna slap the biggest dude on the yard. That's what I'm gonna slap the biggest dude on the yard. That's what I'm gonna do. That's how I came up. That's my culture. No fear. They know you done had 30, 50 brands of ace in your boxes and able to give it however much power that makes you first in your field. You seen them all, know them all, and you tell the truth. You dangerous. Yeah, I give you that. And I am a little dangerous, man, but I didn't tell you to wolf it down, man. I bad Scar every day. That man ain't said nothing to me. How many times I said Scar doo-doo, baby? I just said Scar doo-doo.
And they never respond.
And them Kevin ain't never, why? Because man, I don't care. As long as you talking about me, that's good. He a blogger. Yeah, he either a blogger, he just don't care. He made one more dude say I'm doo doo. Keep moving. Yeah, and that's why he makes so much money. He been figured out how to buy pages. And buy it's funny. I told y'all the story between the two. Scar make way more money than anybody out there. I make a joke, say they stay on sale all the time, they steady selling them. He make more money than anybody out there. The machine run itself. He don't even come out with new products. Scar ain't been out with nothing new in 5 years, 12 years, 6 years. They ain't gonna come out with nothing new. For what? It's selling. Leave it alone. Well, what's the name say? Man, forget them people. By the time y'all sell one of them $800 sell, I'm gonna sell 10 of mine for $199. I'm gonna make 1900 every time you make $699. I'm done. I won't keep talking to you for. Warehouse stocked, staying. He never out of stock. Stuff's never not available. I'm just giving you the real. I don't think it's doo doo. I think it's doo doo, but he ain't gonna never respond. Kevin leases building for my grandma in Tampa. Yeah, Kevin is a multi-millionaire. I be reading these, and I also go look at they done in Bass Street. Kevin is a multi-millionaire, and he ain't sold his company either. That's why I keep laughing. He ain't sold his company either. I still think his products ain't hitting on nothing. He can care less what I think. He don't care. Keep the ball rolling. Yeah. Jonelle, MB have a question. The way I see it, you hurt that man's feeling and he let it be known. Well, I ain't mean to try to hurt it. I didn't try to hurt it. I'm talking about a product, man. Shake the product up. Come out with something new. Bring that nightshade we've been talking about for 19 years, man. Bring that out. I shut up. But it's true. You ain't did nothing from X3 to X. You ain't did nothing from the X3 to the XAB4 worth minimum command. Now, even when you did your comment, you never said you increased the output. And I also said that in your favor, he didn't charge you no more either. He came with another version and he didn't increase the price. I said that several times. Y'all looked over that just because I disagreed on it, and I still disagree. I ain't gonna change. I'm still gonna disagree. No matter what happens, I still say there's no difference between the X8 version 3 and version 4. None. Output wise, you're not gonna gain nothing meaningful. Output wise. Oh, Javier Valdez, A and B. What's the most aspect? Baby, can you make me my smoothie? What's the most aspect that someone can get without a seat lift under the seat of a 2021 GMC Sierra 1500 Q cab tuned to 32 hertz? If my box, you're gonna get 2.5 Q with 2.8s. If you go to full, well, if you go a little bit more, you get like 2.7 net, depending on what the displacement of the sub is. That's with a 2.5 inch seat lift. If you use a 3.5 inch seat lift, you're gonna get closer to like 3.1, something like that. And then depending on what subs you use, if you use one of the kings, you're gonna be back down to that about 2.85, 2.75 anyway. Cause net, I'm saying net before you put something in the box. Now, if you do the 3.5, you get far more volume, but you're not getting anybody out and prove me wrong. You take your own calculator out. Once you put subs and pull in the box, you're not gonna get if you running 4.8s, you're not gonna get 4 net under the seat of no truck with no 0.75 inch wood and it fit under the seat. Like like how y'all like it to look. Prove me wrong. Not using 3/4 inch wood, not tuned 35 and under, and it's staying completely under the seat with a 2.5 inch seat lift or 3.5 inch seat lift. You're not gonna get 4 Qs net. So if you're not gonna get 4 Qs net, why would you put 4.8s in there? Well, you can put them in smaller recommendations. Yeah, well, just tell the customer when you put them in smaller recommendations, your base is not going to be as deep, and you also subjecting the woofer to not being able to cool effectively, which means you probably going to recone because it's going to keep heating up and unraveling. one at a time, maybe all four, one here, one, and that's what they're gonna do. I point this out to all the customers. I tell, hey man, I suggest you run two at the most three. Don't run four. They don't listen. Nah, I just want to be okay. I got it, MB. I got it. Yeah, you think no? Then they still think they talk to me. I'm gonna say no. Two is the best. Is the best for sound quality. You'll be louder with four. You ain't gonna be as low as you will be with two, and your product gonna last a lot longer. But some people don't care because they'll sell you the sub, then of course they sell you inefficient drivers, then they sell you the recon, then they show you all this. They selling you, man, put 5,000 watts on 4.8s in under 3 Qs with 2.5 inch voice cord. They can't get that heat up. What you think gonna happen? Then you faulting the sub because he keeps failing, and it's really you. That's what I mean by what keep me in success. For the most part, I'm not perfect. I have made mistakes, had to rebuild people's bosses. But what keep me successful for the most part is when I know how to tell somebody, no, I ain't gonna do that. Why I ain't gonna build that. Why it ain't beneficial for the sub. I'd rather you hate me, say I don't know what I'm talking about, and blah blah, and keep it moving, than me to build you that box and then you cuss me out. And somebody open up, they say, man, MB know this ain't right. I ain't on that school of thought. I'm the only one, in my opinion, I'm the one in this lane that I know of as a box builder that I know of. I ain't saying I ain't one that I know of that's gonna stick to the truth. And the truth is tell people no. Nah, man, don't do that. Why? You ain't gonna know you ain't got enough airspace. Might hurt your feelings, but you'll get over it. For real, man. I have an 8 right now and a 1.3 Q box tuning 32 hertz with 19 port area and I still get port noise. Is it because it's in my room and will stop once using the card? No, you got 1.3 with 19 squares of port area. 19 squares of port area per cube is too much for 1.8 and 1.3. If it's 19 per cube, that's why you get a lot of port noise. That's too much. Yeah. 100 million this year, he moved out to St. Pete. Did you ever review the Nemesis 8? The Nemesis 8 NAT? Yeah, I found it defective. I trashed it too. I trashed it. Garbage to me. It ain't worth it. It's a novelty item. I was told I could run 210s without a C-lip, but I want to run 2.8s. Yeah, without a C-lip, they probably think about downfire. Man, when you talk trucks to MBE, I'm only talking about front facing. I don't do downfire fire boxes. I think they sound terrible. I don't operate. When MBE becomes the MBE company and sell boxes, it's gonna be the same thing. You ain't gonna find no downfire fire boxes. Why? Because they sound like garbage. Not doing it. Not in the truck anyway. They're gonna be 8s and 6.5s facing forward. That's what it's gonna be. Can you review the new massive and audio pipeline? I've been reviewed the massive. What you talking about? The massive subs already up there. You late, and I did the audio pipe 8 too. Yeah, Togo. I don't know. You late, man. It's 1,000 videos up there. If you look on my channel, man. You just go in my video, and you type massive. You'll see them all come out. I did the XR. I did the version 2.8. I did the 6.5 and the audio pipe 8, the TXBB8. That's on there too. I did that one too already. Yeah. You never trashed Sundown. You just said they weren't the best, but make good subs. I guess you want to praise them so they can keep mass producing. Yeah, that's all I'm. Hey, you get it, T. Brew. 4.8s look great. Maybe it's the selling. That's the selling point. Yeah, it looks great, but will it gonna sound great? It looks imposing, looks impressive. I don't be scared of 4.8 setups. It was when I was running my 3Q box. I got 4.8s in my truck. Okay, cool. I know I got 3Qs split by two is 1.5. You got 4.8 under the seat of the truck, and they getting 0.5, maybe 0.55 each. Let's go. You gonna be loud and low frequency. I'm gonna sound so much better and be right there with you, quaking. And I'm gonna play louder longer because mine gonna be a disarray. It's heat in my port. I'm gonna get the heat off my core, transferring between the port and the outside environment. So heat's gonna get off, relayed. In your little small box, 4.8s under your seat, the heat is gonna build up. So they're gonna start getting quieter. And the longer you play, the hotter they gonna get. Yeah. So the port can't be too big or too small in order to get port noise. That's right. Got to be dialed in based on the subwoofer. That's what you when you get a box B. That's what you pay me for. 'Cause I mess with a lot of different subwoofers, particularly eights. Israel Herrera, what 2.8 would you recommend for a ported under seat box for a Silverado without a seat lift? Depending on what year. If you got a later year, the earlier, if you got a later year like 2019 and up, any eight you want. If you got an earlier year, depending if you got a trans helmet or not, you're going to probably stay with them entry levels because you're only going to have 9.5 inches high up under the seat. So it all depends on what year trucks you got. 2019 up, you don't need a seat lift. Run any eight you want. 2018 and back, you're going to have to run one of them ones that got a entry level, got a small magnet, not a lot of mountain depth. 2010, oh no, yeah, you need to run one like a Rage or a JLW3, a Sundown E8. You can't even run a DD6 away. You gotta wait till they come out with a DD1108. It gotta be a small magnet, which means you're not gonna be still gonna be loud as relative, but you're not gonna be king status. Cause you number one, you got a lot of air in the box. Number two, because of the slope, you can't get a lot of motor force because your magnet ain't gonna be that big. Israel. Receive my beautiful box today. Thanks, MB, Ontario. What's up, Ontario, Kansas? What's up, man? Question: which would be better, one kicker Solo X12 or two Solo X10s in a 2010 Camry? 2019 Camry, you're gonna get more output with the two X10s, and I believe you can get four cubes in there. So I always go with more port area, more cone area. So I would do the two X10s. I think you can get four cubes net. I'm pretty sure you can get four cubes net because they recommend two. Now, if you get more room, now you could optimize the Solo X and put him in like three and a half, three and a half. Whereas you couldn't get I know you can't get a five cube net box inside that 2019 camera. You can't get it inside. So you couldn't optimize. You want to use a lot of your amplifier power to do your work. But the tens will be louder. The 12s probably be the single 12 will probably be deeper. Is there a reason why the JRW say the single core with a W6 a dual core? What the advantage? That I do not know why the W7 is a single core. I know that most times the W77 they want you to run them in threes so that you can get the one on load. But core configuration is just for wiring options. That's all it's for. No new line. It got released today. They said with the 210s phasing forward since I have 11, 12 inches in the front. Oh, if you got 11, 12 in the front, yeah, you can do 210s phasing forward. You always want to use the most coronary. Now, the other fact that you want to think about then, Javier, is this. Javier Valdez is this. Uh, 210s, in my opinion, the base weight in a truck is not going to develop like how you want. You're going to be loud. You're not going to be low. You're going to be loud. You're not gonna be low, in my opinion. You're gonna be low. You're gonna hit the low, but it ain't just gonna. It's not gonna resonate in the air like you would expect it to. Is there anyone that has much content reviews and tells what's good and what's trash? Anyone that is not paid on YouTube, like my man MB? If there is, I ain't found. There's some other people on here that ain't paid. There's some people on here that ain't paid. Base Addict 91. He got an opinion. He got an opinion. Who else? EXO got an opinion, but EXO really focusing on his beer right now. That's all his channel's about. EXO. EXO is focusing on his beer right now. Uh, I don't know. I don't think I'm the only one blog. I think I'm the only blog up right now that's got a good strong following. And I think the Lord has created this lane for me, and there's gonna be a lot more gonna start popping up. What's this dude? I seen this dude on YouTube. I think he one of my subscribers too. Base Dad. He's like 2,000. He's coming. He talks about variety of stuff. Who I see a couple of guys, they just ain't got a strong following yet because I didn't really do this. I I'm trying to message my people and subscribers. This didn't start just on YouTube. This started way back 2013 on Facebook. That's where I came from. Right, baby? 2013. When my wife told me first time, you can take care of us building boxes, I told her, nah, it's not possible. That's where all this came from. That's when I started YouTube. I grew so fast because most of them will remember, hey, yeah, man, it's the dude from YouTube with them sundown X8s. And they just started following me because they knew that's what I did. I was just reviewing eights. Then I started showing my boxes. Then I just stayed with that. Next thing you know, I stopped heavy hauling. And that's what I do. But this ain't even happened in 2 years. This go way back to 2013 to get to this. Yeah. And
got a message today from a guy that said you built a box for him 10
right
years
handed
ago.
man got a message. You got that tape right? You got that camera? Yeah, the dude got a video right from got man. How you build me a box 10. I'm finna show y'all something, man. And that's why it's gonna be hard for any. You can't discredit me because my boxes hold up, man. That's what my fight. I never say it's the best. I never say I'm the best box builder. Hmm. Right here. Can y'all read that? I'm gonna let y'all read it backwards.
Let me see if I can see it.
Make sure you see if you can see it, man. Oh, I know they read it by turn this way. Where the camera at?
Wait, hold on. No, that
No,
was
I gotta
good.
do it.
That was
No.
good. It's good. Don't
They
talk.
can read it this way. Look here. I had a custom box built by you about 10 years ago with the huge port, and I still have that box today. I would like to know what you would charge to build an enclosure for two Death Bounce 3512R. Thanks. Chevy Tahoe. Other. Yeah, I gotta get to him today. I had a box built by you 10 years ago. Huge port, and I still have that box today. So when I was reading the comments, they were saying on Facebook, man, he ain't no good box builder, this, that, and the other. I said, man, you just in your feelings. That's what this.
That's his opinion.
That's just your opinion. I ain't gonna respond to it. Truth don't need defending.
Exactly.
That's why you ain't gonna find no comment on me on Facebook because the truth don't need defending. It don't. That's why I come on live. I think I'm the only box builder to do that. You open yourself up for criticism. How if I'm giving everybody what they want that I know I can do if it's good for the subwoofer, if it's good for the subwoofer, then the brand is good. So I can come live. I have no fear. And he's scared somebody gonna come up there ain't happy. Why? Everybody happy. It's gonna be hard for you to attack me for what I do. Cause this is what I do. And God told me everybody I send to you is my children. They trust you. Treat them accordingly. And that's what I do. That's what I do. But I'm welcome. I'm welcome to challenges. That's cool. But I'm gonna still hold true to my opinion. I'm still gonna hold true to my opinion. Ain't nothing gonna change that. Ain't nothing gonna change that. Okay. Those fellas jumped all over me with saying DB Drive was just as good as Sundown. I remember that a couple of weeks ago. And I even said you get a little more for your money with Sundown. Then they were disappointed. I classed them together. Yeah. Who that is out there, bro? Oh, that's my boy coming home. What do you suggest for basic convertibles? I don't suggest basic convertibles. Ain't no basic convertible. Done deal. Man, what do you build a box for on the truck and a Silverado for 1.8? I can build a box with a Silverado for 1.8 on the truck, depending on what you got. How are the DD65 door speakers holding up, considering them for a build? They still doing good inside my vehicle. I have no problem with it. Exide Motorsport, JL maximized power, damage range, and dampening factor on the Slash Series amps at 3 home. They wanted the 1001 on the 12 and the 13 W7s. Okay, you answered that question. Why the guy put a single? Thank you, Exide. That's your answer right there. Forgot the guy, but that's your answer why they did that. YouTube Junkie, if you haven't, can you do a breakdown of the DD sub series, explain the correlation between the series numbers all the way up to the 9500 series? There's no correlation. He just pulled a number out of his ass. That's what he went with. I'm just getting to you 100, man. What does the 500 series mean? It just means 500 series. It was available number, so that's why I did it. The last numbers, what 508 mean? 8 in the 500 series. Well, what 500 series mean? Pretty much nothing. Pretty much nothing. Well, what 600 series mean? Pretty much nothing. 600. What 700 mean? Nothing. It's just the next series up. The number he going up. It probably means something to him, but ain't nothing out here for you. Just remember, just each time you go up in from 5 to 6 to 7 to that's what you. Oh, look. My wife and what you know. My wife wants she let my children stay off the channel. You see how big? You see how big it was? He 9.
Go take a shower.
He 9. You know what you gotta do, right?
Take a shower before you
Go
do
take your
this.
shower first. Then you gotta eat. Then we got. Then I'll be off here with this. We gotta do schoolwork. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I would tell him to come over here, but I can the my wife, boy, this real mama bear over here, boy. Real she do not like she don't like she just don't like living live with Andy. Man, I ain't forgetting about you, but I read your comment, Andy, when they was clowning me on Facebook. I read your comment. I ain't forgetting about you. But there's no need to respond because you got my phone number. So we ain't gonna do nothing right here. You can text me. Mr. Tag me, is 2.75 net with 42 square inches okay for the old C78? How many C78s you put in that 2.75, bro? I'll be curious about that. 42 square inches and 2.75. How many square inches are how many you putting in there, bro? Cause you want to stay up on the cube with them. Yeah, for real, for real. You don't want to go. You don't want to stretch it too far out though. Yeah, you want to stay around the one, maybe 1.1. Yeah. I have an XAV3 and I'm thinking of getting louder and lower. Should I get a new box or a new 8 or move up to a 10? I need to know what vehicle you got. You probably didn't got used to the XAV3. If you get another 8 with a 7.3 cutout, you're not going to be too much more different than what you got right now. So you need to step either to a 7.5, which is Godzilla, which is King Kong, or the Cosmos, or step up to the 8, which is the Godzilla 2508. Other than that, they say V3 is a good job. It's a good 8. You probably just got used to it. Remember, you still as loud as you was the first time you heard it. You just didn't got used to it. So you think 2.8s will be my best option? 2 to 3.8s, yeah, facing forward. I want it to be loud, but also have my lows resonate and give nasty demos. 2 Godzillas would do that for sure. 2B2 Audio Rampages would do that for sure. I just showed you what they're doing inside. And the reason why I'm doing 2.5 cube boxes now, because I know Javier Valdez. I get you 2.5 cubes into your seat in any Ford with a seat 2.5 inch seat lift in any 2019 up uh, GMC Sierra truck. I know that. I'm telling you what's capable. Even if my meter is off by the B, which is not, everybody respects that meter by being either at the most point one off, plus the negative, plus one. The thing did at 141, which means you guaranteed to do a 140 on 12500 watt amp. Rampage, Godzilla. Well, I ain't showed you Godzilla, but I just showed you what the Rampage doing 2.5 cubes. We have yet to test the DD and G7 in 2.5 cubes. See how they fell in 2.5. There are plenty of part changers, not many mechanics. I think that's why the haters coming at you. They don't like the truth. Keep shaking the haters off. I'm gonna do me, baby. I'm gonna do me as long as y'all keep me up. As long as y'all say, hey man, I'm learning from you, and hey man, you just said that, because I get people to correct me all the time. And man, just keep calling you going, man. I'm not gonna be doing this forever, man. I'm not gonna be doing this forever. But while I'm here, y'all got me, bro. 10 year, wow, great product, NB. Thank you, man. Yeah, yeah. You read that, yeah. There's plenty of people out. There's people out there that bought 4, 6 boxes of me. So they, when people say, man, he don't know how to be a boxer, I said, man, okay, you just upset you in your feelings. Because these boxers doing what they do. They doing what they do, man. So my box gonna last 10 years. That's what I'm talking about. The NBA experience. Yeah, my boxes last, bro. That's why one of the guys that's control social media, and I'm the reason why I don't say certain people's name because I'm only gonna say their name if they come at me. I want y'all to remember that. And if you watch it, I want you to remember that too. You keep my name out your mouth, and I'm gonna leave you alone. If you disagree with what I say, you can keep my you can disrespect me respectfully. It makes me, nah, that's not true. This, that, another. I disagree with your opinion. All that's cool, but at the end of the day, what's up, son?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, that's the second one I'm talking to. I want you to understand something. At the end of the day, I got 2 boys and a woman over there. I ain't finna back down, fold at all. 2 of them and a woman over there. You keep respectful, disagree with my opinion, we ain't got no problem. You call me dummy, ignorant, and all these other names like that. And I know you the same age bracket I am, man. I don't get no pass for that, man. I'm a store up, watch you, study you, and when I hit you, I'm gonna hit you hard. I'm gonna hit you hard. So there was a distributor that when I was watering my boxes, I made him. You remember the guy? I was watering the box. He said, "Oh, we watering boxes now." Yeah, you probably watching. And I ain't say nothing, but I got something on you too. So as long as you stay out the way, I ain't gonna call your name. But if you call me, I'll send them dogs on you too. I send them on you. Hey, why do prefab put poly? Any purposes to it? They do that to slow down the back wave because the box too small. Whenever you see a prefab with polyfill in there, the box too small. They're trying to deepen the response. It's also gonna make the box a lot quieter. You're gonna have to do a lot of power to it. And that polyfill builds up heat too. So once again, you're back to having the recone. And it's amazing someone coming out with these subs and they say your recon too, y'all. See, I'm here to stop you from having to keep spending all this money when you don't have to. You can spend it when you want to because you want to try something out different, but not because man these subs keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing, woo, woo, and they steady. Yeah, we say your recon, we say yeah, do this, do that, do that, do that, and they keep selling you what I call disposable audio equipment. But yeah, some of this audio stuff coming out now, this mess disposable, bro. It ain't supposed to last long. Like these vehicles they making these days. Yeah, I got me. That's why I love my Ram right there. Fourth gen. I ain't gonna change. I ain't finna buy another truck. I'm not finna buy one of these disposable trucks. They want you to keep the truck 3 years. Literally. 3 years tearing up. 3 years. It's tearing up. What was wrong? You need to buy a new one. Man, I keep buying these trucks 50, 70,000. Right now you want $89,000. My son truck, that platinum right there. I looked at this year platinum, $90,000. Boy, y'all better start making these things work. Stop buying disposable stuff. They ain't got money, ain't going on trees. And these Democrats keep taking jobs over to China with most of this stuff being made at anyway, man. Cut it out, man. Make this stuff last, man. That's why I say buy stuff that's going to you pay up front one time. Instead of buying, I hate to use it, but I'm going to use it anyway. You buy a scar sub. You buy 3, 4 of them. Then you say, yeah, I'm going to get this Rampage. Okay, don't forget you got to add the price of them 3 scar subs you bought to the price of the Ram. And that's how much your weight just costs. Total cost. When you could just bought this from the beginning. You could have bought this for what, $950 for 2. Instead, not $950, man, I can get 4 subs. But you don't wind up spending $950. Cause them ZVXs keep going on you, keep popping. This ain't working. This making noise. This came off. This came off. $150 a piece. You keep thinking, oh, that ain't them 150, 150. Yeah, you bought 154 times, man. You know what that is, right? $600. And then you go buy one of these. Finally, you pay $1,500 for 2 8. Cause now you got 8 that gonna last forever. That's why I say this ain't the budget channel. This is the one and done. Buy it one time, be done with it. You could have, by the time you buy all them scar subs and they keep failing over, you could have bought one sundown, they say been done. Prove me wrong. This ain't the budget channel, man. I hear y'all ask me all the time, hey, when you about to review this, this, that, another, I think it'd be good for the price point. I don't care nothing about no price point. I care if it sound good or not. And will it hold up? I don't care nothing about no price point, man. I don't care nothing about no price point. That's why some of these I'm not finna put on the channel. Why? This ain't the budget channel. There's a guy who calls himself the budget basehead, and he reviews those subwoofers that cost that amount of money. I don't say nothing negative about him, nor do I say that. Well, I do talk about some of the subs that he have on there because I don't think they worth it. That's my opinion, but I'm not gonna say nothing against that person. And that's the channel you need to be watching, cause he'll show you how to get loud. I just don't think you're gonna be loud for long. Am I lying, baby? I don't think you're gonna be loud for long. You're gonna be loud about 30 days, and then something gonna fail. That's just my opinion. You come here to be one and done. You come here to be one and done. Whether I sell it or not. You can buy 4 ZVXs and you won't be as loud as 2 Sundown XAV4. That's my opinion. I said that. And guarantee when you buy two ZVXs ain't gonna do nothing with 2 Sundown. I guarantee you, the dude that bought the 2 Sundown X8s, he's still gonna have his same 2 X8s when you buying your second pair of ZVXs. Prove me wrong. It's the truth. All right. Have you inverted subs in the box? Yeah, inverting the sub in the box helps, but the box too small. It makes that little display when the sub come out the base get a tad bit deeper. Not that much deeper, but a tad bit. Can you recommend me a 12-inch sub that will outperform the ZV6? I'm not gonna say outperform. I don't want to use that word, John F. Outperform. I think to get in the same performance category, you should look at a DD9500 series sub. To be on the same level as the ZV6, a DD95 series sub. Or you can look at the BT Audio Elite. I think it's the Elite, the Rampage Elite, and that's gonna be on the same performance level as the ZV6. Now, as far as outperforming, it's gonna be what you do in the box and the power you apply to it. I'm never gonna say one sub is gonna beat another. I recommend the subs in a certain performance class. And then I'm gonna give my opinion. In that performance class, the Sundown ZV6, you're gonna look at the Digital Design 9500 series. You're gonna look at the DC Audio M Level 6 series. You're gonna look at the B2 Audio Rampage Elite series, DB Drive G7. No, DB Drive, do they got something on the ZV6 level? DB Drive. No, the DB Drive doesn't have nothing on the ZV6 level yet. The G7 to me is more like a no G7. Yeah, the G7. No, you said Sundown ZV6. Does this DB Drive have something on that level? You would have to look at the DB Drive G7, but I don't. Now I don't think DB Drive got nothing on that performance level, honestly. Because the DB Drive G7 would be comparable to a Digital Design. Yeah, it would be comparable to a Digital Design 9500. Yeah. You have the DB Drive G7 line. That's comparable to a 9500, which is, I say, comparable to the Sundown ZV6. The Solo X8, the Solo X12. Yeah. The Kicker Solo X12 is on the Sundown ZV6 level, in my opinion. All right. All right. Now, as far as total musicality, I think those subs I name gonna be more musical than the production ZV6. You're gonna, in my opinion, the best. I don't like the toilet bowl seats on the Sundown subs. Ask for the SPL surround. It'll be much more musical. Most time, I think the people that are unhappy with Sundown subs over a period of time is because they're not paying attention to what he said. Low distortion, toilet seat. No tightening over suspension over the stroke. You want what you've been normally listening to, you need to get you the SPL cone. That's what I like. Dead spill cone. You finna talk to Mary Jane
Yeah, I put a little feed in my
about
little.
that baby. Ooh, my.
He hungry stuff.
I'm finna end this a little bit, man. Y'all ain't can see what I look see. Okay, didn't know that. Learn a lot there. Yeah, man. Okay, Johnny, if you ever want to be loud at home, I use a large sub you can get your hands on, put in the seal box for EQ. Okay, budget base head. Love Scar about learning about electrical. I think it's a lot to learn budget the base head. I don't. That's why I want y'all to understand something about my channel. I'm not the. This is not the Wizard of Oz. I don't know all the answers. I got an opinion. I use the term fact, not fiction. Yeah, I can say that, man. This is America. I can say whatever I want to say. But what I'm doing, keep you talking about Carter. You can go anywhere and get your own source of information. Just do it respectfully. That's all. I'm trying to. We grown men around here, man. That's it. At the end of the day, we grown men. Buy now, cry once, smile for everyone. Hey, man, I have a single 12 compound and a prefab box. I just built a box for a guy for a compound. Do you think it would sound better than a box that you can build? Yes. I know I can be the prefab. I think my haters at least said that. At least I think one of my haters said that he could build a box that's slightly better than the prefab. Yeah, I think I could be the prefab boss. Trust me. I'm a business owner from North Alabama. While I'm at it, I'm also a white dude, which really doesn't matter. But some folks, man, that pisses me off. I had a little stuff before, had a little day stuff before, never again. Man, I don't get that right there. Hey, I don't understand it, but okay, I understand that. I'm pretty okay. How much airspace does a Solo X need? Depending on which one you need. 10 need a 2. So the 12 starts at 3. I think the 15 starts at 4, if I ain't mistaken. And the 15 is out now. Solo X 15 is out. You can get them from me. Thank you, MB. We appreciate you. Pineapple Bramber. This channel has opened my eyes against everything audio. Keep up the audio. Keep up the audio, guys. We appreciate, man. Appreciate, man. Just make sure that you. I wish they disband that stuff they got on Facebook, man, and just let your competitiveness and putting out a good brand be the key. Be the key. Honestly, that's personally what I feel. This ain't a communist country where you just tell people what they're gonna buy. Competition sparks innovation. People that hate competition are communists, in my opinion. I, when Kicker, Fallsgate, Orion, J Audio left the foray because he started seeing they really start getting away from sound quality as far as he was concerned. But when J Audio kicking around going at it, them guys didn't really speak to each other, but they kept putting out new products every year. They keep better and better, louder and louder. Every year, they're putting out new stuff. Good competition, man. Good competition. And for a long period of time until that died away. To me, it died away for a long period of time. Then in 2008, 2009, Jacob came. This is my opinion. Jacob came. Uh, and he saw a niche where he wanted, and he put that 8 in there. And that's how he really made his name to me. That Sundown SA 8 version 1.5. And then he came out with the SA. And then during that time, DC got a ground. BT Audio got a ground. Scar, CT Sounds, all around. This all happened between 2008, 2011, 12, right around there. Maybe 2013. That ain't been a long time. Because we 10 years from 2013, yeah. So 2008, 2013, 5 years, all these companies start popping up. Some of them popped up and they ain't went nowhere. Died off. But that's the new school. The new school of competition. By this time, the war was over between Fallsgate, Kicker, and Orion. Orion lost. Got caught up in some drug thing. Kicker and Fallsgate still there. Fallsgate got bought out because the owner died. Really and truly, if you look at what happened in the 90s and how it is right now, and this is like the subwoofer historian talking to you right now. Kicker won. Shots off Steve Irvin. Kicker won. Kicker one. And I read the comment that Steve said to Jacob on when he had this, Jacob had Clippo Rutherford had his hand on the subwoofer and what Jacob said in response to it. And Steve said that he respect the man, this, that, and the other, respect his company, everything he's done. He probably see a lot of himself in Jacob. This right here between I still whether I want him to clean up his act a little bit, I still got respect for the young man. I do. Want him to address what he need to address, but just leave it alone, man. You got a great company. Never said your stuff was bad. Never said your stuff was bad, but just keep pushing the envelope. I ain't got to agree with you. Shut me up by bringing out a product. That's how you shut up a blogger. That's how you shut up a blogger. I'm going to give you that little tidbit of information. That's how you shut up a blogger. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. Real talk. Honestly, for those of y'all watching, I'm going to leave this video for about, I don't know, I'll leave this video up just to see what's going to happen. Ain't no win here. Ain't no I won, you won. Ain't none of that. It's just competition, man. I'm just a blogger, man. Let it die right here. Let it die right. It's over. You won. If you anything, you won. If that's what you, I was wrong. What do you need? But the Christian side of me said God gave me a ministry of reconciliation. Leave it alone. Keep pushing your product. Keep staying your course. Let the bloggers talk. You keep putting out product. That's all you got to do. That's all you said you wanted to do. Just do that. Leave it alone. But you messing with a 50-year-old man. I ain't no dummy. And you know the whole backstory. You know how long I had that text. Brian will tell you how long I had that text. I told you when you sent that text to, and Brian said, why you sending all that back to me? I want to make sure you know exactly what I got. But Tobo said, stop the middle school bandwagon. No, man, just, hey, push your product. Leave it alone. You ain't got to like me. You ain't got to talk to your men. Say, hey, man, that's it. That's just stop right here. Boom. Leave it alone. That's why I say peace. Let MB do his thing. Jacob, you do his. If you was offended by me putting the paperclip on the B2 audio sub with your sub sitting next to it, I apologize for that. If you was offended, you thought you needed to be on defense because I put your sub next and it put your sub in a bad light, here officially in front of all my subscribers, I'm going to apologize for you. If you felt slighted and felt your product was being attacked, I'm gonna apologize for that. Now let it die. Leave it alone. If it dies over a period of time, no response from you, I promise you, every video that's up here will be put down. Won't be able to be found, and it will die. Because Christ gave me a ministry of trying my best to be a Christian here, a ministry of reconciliation. J. Home got a lot of respect for you. Kicker got a lot of respect for you. I got a lot of respect for you. Just let it die, man. Leave it alone. You leave it alone, no nothing. This video, the video, all that will be taken away, and we'll keep it moving. So those of y'all that are friends with them and you've seen this video, I'm going to let this sit up. Just let it, when it posts, take them to the end. Here it is. If you felt like I was attacking you by doing that, I apologize. Let that be the end of it. Let's keep it moving. Both of us got love for cardio. I respect you got an ego, man. You defending your product. That's cool. But I'm a grown man, too. I ain't gonna let you keep just hitting me and calling me. I'm not gonna let that ain't gonna keep happening. You tag me on this phone, I'm gonna come back. I think it's good for cardio if we just respect the influence in the bloggers. And at this point, hey man, before this go any further, let it die. You ain't lost nothing. I ain't lost nothing. If you must feel like you must win, it's gonna be a tail against you. If you must feel like you must win and continue on, it's going to be a tail against you. If not, keep it moving, baby. Keep it pushing. We'll see. Peace. Y'all be blessed.